welcome to CBA News. And as we go to air this hour, we have breaking news. As you can clearly see in front of us, Fluffykins, the big guy's beloved dog, is dead. That's right, Fluffykins is dead, everyone. And since Fluffykins' tragic demise, the big guy has disappeared. On this episode of CBA News, we're going to track down the big guy and find out who murdered Fluffykins. Because, after all, if there's no big guy, who the hell's signing our paychecks? So you're all probably wondering why I've gathered you here today. The reason I've gathered you here today is because you guys are the best I could find on such short notice.
I'd say your faith is really ill-placed.
That fills me with confidence. Your task is to find the big guy. Okay. The big guy is missing. Mm-hmm. He's missing because he's devastated about the murder of his beloved dog, Fluffykins. You got that?
Yes?
Dog is dead, big guy missing.
Okay.
I need you to find the big guy and solve the murder of the dog.
You're asking an awful lot.
Find the big guy, solve the murder of the dog, then you'll get paid.
We're getting paid? We're getting paid? Are you getting paid too?
No, my payment is feeling good about having solved such a heinous crime.
You're awfully self-centered, aren't you?
I found a paw print on this telephone, clearly visible. Perhaps Mr. Fluffykins tried calling for help.
Right. I should probably get a pencil. You don't have a pen or anything,
I do not.
Oh! A pencil! A clue! Suddenly it all became clear to me. The entire time the pencil had really been in my hand.
Hello, I am Miss Westminster Higgins, and I am here to investigate the murder of Mr. Fluffykins.
There was no murder.
I believe you are wrong, sir.
No, you do not want to come in here right now. No, there was no murder here. Nope. No.
I will be back.
Get off my property.
I will be back.
Master will not see you. Ever.
Dooby-dooby-doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special weather segment with Mikhail.
Hello, and as you can clearly see, we're having a downpour of acid rain. With more, here's Mr. Skeleton.
Hello! We've had some serious weather lately, which is why I'm wearing a slicker and an umbrella. Acid rain, not a healthy interaction at all with the human flesh. Also, everybody should meet my wife. This is Mrs. Skeleton. I know, we're so original. Anyway, she had flesh when we first met. Acid rain. Acid rain.
And now it's back to your regular scheduled program.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Pretending you got a slip. you're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back, and Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that villain.
Find me in the parlor. Heart Mrs. Westminster Higgins. Find me in the parlor. Heart Mrs. Westminster Higgins. Find me in the parlor. Parlour. Parlour.
Did you find my note?
What does it mean?
You don't understand? Why, of course. The heart is symbolic of Mr. Fluffykins' heart. It was taken to be used in a satanic ritual.
I knew it. I suppose you're wondering why I gathered you both here.
I gathered you here,
But I gathered you here.
but I left the note.
Yes, you sent the note to me, but what about him?
He's always here.
No, I'm the reason we're all here. I gathered you all
I
here.
called
suppose
this
you would.
meeting because I
No,
discovered
you
what
contacted
happened
me.
to Fluffykins.
You did not talk to him.
I
Mrs. Westminster.
That's Westminster Higgins to you.
That's dead Westminster Higgins to you.
Suddenly it all became clear to me what had happened.
So you see, Detective Detectiveson, our culprit here planted the dead paw prints of Mr. Fluffykins on the phone to make it look as though they had called for help, when in fact they had not at all. The note you read in your hands was from none other than dead Miss Westminster
Higgins.
to lure us all down here for her final murder plot that she would then solve herself.
Mrs. Westminster Higgins was guilty of the crime of murder. For, you see, she had killed Mr. Fluffykins, then, with the dead corpse of Mr. Fluffykins, planted the paw print on the telephone to make it appear as though he'd called for help, when in reality he had not. Then she left this very mysterious note for me in order to lure us down into the parlor for her final murder plot, in which she could solve it to complete her murder mystery. But there was one fact that had been left out. She'd been put up to it all by the big guy.
Well, yes, I did. And you solved it, so I guess I'm paying you now, aren't I?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh, well, I'll just get out my checkbook. Now, let's see. It took you several hours, so we'll deduct about 75%. We'll say about 100 million for the each of you. How does that sound?
I like the sound of that.
Oh, yes, all right. 100 million.
Now, how much do I have to pay you back in legal fees? And union dues and...
Oh, let's say 78,365,092 cents, shall we?
Oh, okay. Now, what of it? How much of this do I actually get to keep again?
It'll probably be about 12 million after lawyers and.
Lawyers?
Yes.
Are we getting sued again?
What do you think?